All right, welcome back to the revamped football league, Legends League rather. We've got a huge matchup here, legendary matchup, some might say. Coach Caleb and Coach Wad, Wichita State and Montana, set to on this Sunday afternoon. Looks like we might get some alternate jerseys here from Wichita State. Not sure about Montana. So for those who don't know, these two have played consistently for many times, and there's a long storied rivalry. Legends 25 had them face each other quite a few times, quite a few comebacks, multiple score comebacks. All culminated to a playoff tout in the last season of 25, in which Coach Caleb missed the field goal to win the game and let Coach Wad go to the championship that final season. Really excited to see what happens here in Season 1 of Legends 26. This is the beginning of our Week 2 game. Week 2 games, rather. Quite a few games to be played this week. I'll go ahead and share those with y'all. So after this, we'll have Southern and Coach Prodigy against Sacramento State and Coach Nismo. We also have Abilene Christian and Coach Nitro playing against Coach X-Ray and Wagner. Coach Gage and Montana State will face off against Jason and UT Arlington. Coach Sneak will return with Northern Arizona, and he'll play Coach Twist up at Portland State. And then we've got Coach Monster, who will play against Hawaii. And that's our Week 2 schedule here in the Legends League. Yeah, I've been ready, man. All right. Coaches are asking if I'm ready. Definitely been ready. So. This will also be Coach Wad's debut in Legends 26. He missed the first couple weeks on buys as he was on vacation. But 99 degrees here in Missoula as Montana is set to kick off against Coach Caleb and the Shockers. Kick is away. Farrell in the end zone. He's going to take it out. Going to look for some space, not get much there as he returns it to the 18-yard line. Coach Caleb trying to goad on Coach Wad there. For those who don't know, Coach Caleb had an amazing special teams part of his team in Legends 25. Pistol here, McDougal is in the backfield, replacing the starter from last game. Run outside for 7 yards there. Coach Caleb was very verbal about replacing his quarterback for this week, so I form here. Handoff there to Lutman. He's going to get an outside edge spin move and is going to get the first down to the 33-yard line. This is a game where we might see some what some people may call strange calls. These guys have played each other so much that they know what's coming. And that's going to be a keeper for McDougal. He's going to take it outside, try to come in. He fumbles the ball, and Wichita State picks it back up. The lineman was there to grab it, thankfully, as that's a gain of 5 somehow. Shotgun formation, McDougal in the backfield is going to hand it off to Lutman, who's going to look for some space inside. He's going to gain a yard, but nothing more. Last week, Lutman was the driving force behind the almost comeback for Wichita State. And looks like Coach Caleb's going to keep him on the field a lot more often. Back to passes, McDougal scanning the field. He's going to pass to Lutman. However, the defender is there. The linebacker picked that up. 4th and inches for Wichita State at the 43-yard line. 1,000% expect Coach Caleb to go for this. Looking probably for a QB sneak here. And that's a first down for the Shockers, as Montana was ready, however, did not execute the defense there as they needed to. A little bit of a delay there, but that's okay. Shotgun formation, McDougal in the backfield with Darrell in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looking down the field. He's going to airmail it, and that is broken up by the defender, Solomon, on the pass breakup there. Shotgun formation again, Darrell in the backfield. Going to take the pass. It's a screen. Gets a couple blocks, takes it upfield, and is going to gain a first down. Fights for a little bit extra there. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Shockers. McDougal takes the pass, is going to get hit as he throws, hits a defensive lineman who is not expecting that. 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun formation again, Darrell remaining in the backfield. Wonder when Lutman will come back. He's going to hit the wide receiver on the outside. Little zig route for 5 yards, make it 3rd and manageable for Wichita State. Darrell remaining in the backfield. Outside is an out route from McGee, and he was a huge part of the offense last week. First down at the 31-yard line for Wichita State. And Coach Caleb has got to be a little more excited about McDougal versus the guy that was there last week. Just hitting his passes, not overthrowing the ball. Outside run here to Lutman. He makes an awesome spin move and is going to gain 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for Wichita State. Shotgun formation, Lutman stays in the backfield. It's RPO, and the defender just breaks up that block. Gain of 1 for Coach Caleb here. Lutman still in the backfield, maybe trying to break up the workload. Shotgun, pass over the middle, and that's to Ordenoff, and that's going to be a first down. McDougal is a junior, so getting his reps in now, prepping for the rest of this season and possibly a season next. Is going to be handoff to Lutman. Defense is there, though. No gain on the play. Shotgun formation, Lutman in the backfield. McDougal takes the snap over the middle, and that's Tongues. He's going to drop the ball. It was a nicely placed pass from McDougal, but receiver does not hold on. Back to passes McDougal. Wide open guy, and he overthrows it, and Coach Caleb has very little patience for that. That brings up 4th and 10 from the 21-yard line. Some deja vu from last week, possibly, for Coach Caleb and Wichita State here. Field goal unit comes out. Kick is up, and it is wide right. Coach Caleb really seeing some deja vu here as he missed the kick to tie the game to go to overtime last week. Very similar, missed wide right there. Maybe needs to talk to his kicker, get him into some therapy maybe. Montana on their first drive here, shotgun formation. Some crazy motion there from the tight end, and it's a toss. Tight end misses the block, though, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss for the Wichita State defense. 2nd and 12 for the Grizzlies. Shotgun formation, split backs. It's going to be a fake handoff. He fooled me. Rolling out. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that's going to go to nobody as he was searching for Patterson, but just not able to get the ball there. Third and 12 for Montana. Split back again. Motion from the receiver, or from the running back, sorry. Dropping way back is Fox, and he throws the ball, and the receiver just drops it. 4th and 12. Montana is forced to punt here. Kick is away. Farrell back to return. Looks like he's going to get a fair amount of room here as he's run down by the the kicking team. Total of -2 yards from Montana, as they had a really long break to start the season here. Shotgun formation for Wichita State. McDougal takes the snap, is going to fake the handoff, throws it down the middle, is caught! And that's by, I don't remember, McKenna. The receiver is McKenna there as he makes the contested grab. Going to go down to the 21-yard line. Same spot where they missed the field goal earlier, so Wichita State's got to break up the monotony of this. Shotgun formation, handoff to Lutman, and he has space, and he breaks it outside, rather. Made a guy miss, and that's going to be a gain of 6. Some good sportsmanship from Wichita State there. The possession time is absolutely unreal there. 7 minutes and 19 seconds to 41 seconds. Outside handoff to Lutman as he takes it up, and he's going to get a gain of 2. 6 attempts for 23 yards so far for Lutman. I formation for Wichita State. Going to be a play action, and the defense just misses him. He throws it to the flat to Erold. Irold? First and goal from the 4-yard line. Shotgun formation. This is the formation we saw quite a lot against UTA. Handoff to Lutman, and he's going nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 2 yards. Octavius Terrell with the tackle. Shotgun formation. Darrell to back in the game in the backfield. McDougal takes the snap. Is going to throw it, and that's going to be a touchdown for Wichita State. Nice little ball there on the inside. It looked like a crossing route over the middle. And that's going to be the first points of the game here. Assuming the kicker can hit this extra point, which he does. 7-0. Wichita State takes them 1 minute and 54 seconds to score in the second quarter. As we have another opportunity to see the Montana offense. Split formation again is going to be a handoff to Hale. Hale's going to take it in. He's going to gain 1 yard on that play. First positive yardage for this Montana offense here. Going to stay in that shotgun formation split. Motion from the running back, looking to pass, and that's going to be to the fullback there. He's going to take it inside, and that's going to be 3rd and 1. Gain of 8 there as Hubert Fox completes his first pass of the game. Staying in the split back. Back to pass is Fox. He passes it to his running back, Hale. He's got blockers. Nice little screen there. And he's going to be gone down the field. No sideline there. And that's going to be a score. And Montana answers with a huge play written up perfectly by Coach Wad there. Gary Hale, 66 yards on the score there. Extra point is up and good, and we're tied up here. Montana takes no time to answer. 5 minutes, 27 seconds, tied 7-all. Montana kicks off. Wichita State is going to field the kick but not return it as they knee it in the end zone. We'll start the drive at the 25-yard line, and we'll see if Coach Caleb is going to eat clock like he did the first couple drives, trying to score here. Shotgun, Darrell in the backfield. Back to pass, and that's going to go to the corner, and that's going to be knocked away by the defender looking for McKenna again. One of his contested specialists, I'd say, with McGee being the better of the two. However, he's made some plays. 2nd and 10. Wichita State shotgun. Darrell staying in the backfield. Rolling out is McDougal, and he just throws it away. 3rd and 10. Nobody open there. Nobody he felt comfortable throwing to anyways. Brings up 3rd and 10. This Montana team screaming, hoping for a stop here. Back to passes McDougal. And he's going to send it down. That's to McGee, and he's not going to even go for the pass there. Injury timeout for Wichita State, and that brings up 4th and 10. Montana gets a stop, and they're going to have an opportunity to take a lead here. Walter receives the punt and takes it maybe 6-7 yards. As Montana will take over at the 42-yard line for their 3rd drive of the game. Fox in the shotgun. It's going to be an option. He passes it back to Hale, and that's going to be dropped for a loss of 5. Second and 15 here. Fox in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got a man in the flat. That's Fry, and he's going to make a move and get the first down and more. Get to the 43-yard line. Edgar Fry there with the reception. Fry and Fox in the backfield takes the snap. It's a pass play. Through to the flat. That's to, I believe that was Foreman. No gain on the play. As a defender was right there waiting for it. Shotgun again. That's going to be Fox in the backfield with Hale. Handoff to Hale, and he's met immediately. Loss of 1 on the play. As the Wichita State defender just went through unblocked. Was able to get the TFL. Fox is going to pass to the flat to Foreman. He's got space. He's got the first down. He spins, makes a move, and he breaks that, and he's going in for the score. Montana answers and takes their first lead of the game. Coach Caleb is speechless. Someone clipped that. That's a highlight there. Extra point is up and good. As Coach Caleb now has to answer. He's going to throw that can when it's empty, just so everybody knows. Something's going to happen. He's going to miss another kick, and he's going to launch that can. Farrell returns the kick. He's got space. Oh, my goodness. Coach Wad's worst nightmare as Coach Caleb coming up, going back to some roots there with his amazing special teams play. However, Wichita State at the 29-yard line. Lutman in the backfield with McDougal. It's going to be a handoff to Lutman. He's going to try to break inside there, but he's met by the defense. Gain of 2 on the play. Empty backfield. McDougal takes the snap. Over the middle is Bobenmoyer. And he's going to get the first down to the 40. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Lutman back in the game back there with McDougal. Back to passes McDougal. He's going to launch downfield to McGee, and that's going to be contested and broken up by Solomon again. Quite a few pass breakups for Solomon there. Should have been a pick, but I think McGee was able to break that up. Shotgun formation, Lutman there. McGee is uncovered, though, and he's going to see it. Pass it to McGee, and that's going to be caught by McGee. Contested catch by the tight end there. 2 receptions for 22 yards on the game for him so far, as Coach Caleb, I think, will key in on that. Handoff to Lutman, takes it up the middle, makes a move, and he's got space, and he is gone. He's going to go down and score for Wichita State, and they answer. Pending the extra point will tie things up here, but a lot of time left on the clock for Coach Wad to try to figure out a way to get some points and to also receive the second half kickoff. Minute and 27 seconds. I wouldn't anticipate a return here from Coach Wad. Going to start the drive at the 25-yard line. Minute 27 seconds to come away with some points and possibly double dip as they receive the kickoff to start the second half. Motion from the Montana offense as he hands it off to Hale, and he's going to take it up for 3 yards there. Hurry up offense here from Montana as they don't want to waste any time. Fox, motion again, is going to hand off to Hale. Same play. He takes it outside, and he's going to get out of bounds. First down, Montana to the 37-yard line. Gary Hale, 5 attempts for 10 yards and a score here. He scored on that huge screenplay motion there, and it's going to actually be Hale, and he's going to take the snap, and he's going to run outside. He's going to gain 7 on the play there. Timeout Montana, as I think everyone was a little confused with that. Coach Caleb looking visibly confused with that motion there. Back to the split formation for Montana. Fox hands off to Hale, trying to get outside, and he's actually going to lose a ton of yards on that. My goodness, I thought it was going to be a loss of 1 or 2, but it turns out to be a loss of 5, brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun with Fry and Fox in the backfield. Montana takes the snap, and it's going to be to the flat. Foreman is not going to be able to break the tackle. It's going to bring up 4th and 6, gain of 2 there for them. We'll see what Montana decides to do. They elect to punt here with 56 seconds left, which leaves Wichita State with quite a bit of time. We saw what they could do last week with about, I think it was 37 seconds or so. Farrell receives the punt, and he bounces around a little bit there, trying to find some space. Minimal gain to the 22-yard line. However, 47 seconds left for Wichita State now to take a lead before the half. McDougal comes out in the shotgun. Darrell is in the game at running back. Takes the snap. McDougal looking to pass. Throws it to the out route, and that's McKenna, who's not able to come down with it. Wichita State having a demanding lead in terms of time of possession here. More than doubling Montana's possession time. Shotgun here. Darrell in the backfield. It's a screen to Darrell, and he's going to wait patiently for his blocks, but he's going to get caught by the Montana defender there. Gain of 7. 32 seconds, counting down to 19 seconds now. McDougal in the shotgun takes the snap. surveys the field, and is going to throw it out of bounds. 8 seconds left, 4th and 3. Wichita State to punt, 8 seconds left. Punt is up and away, and that's going to be awfully close to the sideline as Walter grabs the punt and returns it for maybe a yard down to the 28-yard line. 2 seconds left. Would not be surprised to see Coach Wad take a shot here or just run it out to take us to halftime. As Fox is back to pass, it is thrown. Mess of guys there, and it's brought down by Page. However, time expires. That would have been huge had there just been a little bit more time left there. However, we end 14-14 as Coach Wad and the Montana Grizzlies will seek to begin the second half, looking to take back their lead. Kick is away to the end zone. No return for Montana here as they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation, Fox and Hale in the backfield. Back to pass is Fox. He's got Page there, who just had the insane reception at right before halftime. Gain of 3 on the play there on the little drag route. Back to the split formation for Montana. Play action, and they throw it, and I believe that was to Page again, but that's broken up by the defense. Diabate is able to break that one up, as that play was kind of botched from the start. Low snap. Didn't really sell the play action there. However, 3rd and 7. Fox in the backfield with Fry. Back to pass is Fox. He's going to throw it to Peterson, and I believe that's going to be enough for a first down. Fox being awfully efficient with his passing day, 10 for 13 for 193. Fox is going to quick pass that to Foreman. However, that's broken up. The Wichita State defender is able to get a hand in there. Could have been more, but I think that defender was just barely able to get a hand there. Fox and Fry in the backfield. Fox directing his receiver, and it's going to be a handoff to Fry, who's going to take it up for 3 yards there. 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line for Montana. Fox takes the snap. It's a screenplay again, but Meeks is there. He sniffed that one out. Going to drop him for a loss. 4th and 12 from the 33-yard line as Montana elects to punt. And Wichita State couldn't be happier with that outcome there. Punt is away. Farrell back to return as he takes it down and is going to get 5-ish yards there to the 28-yard line. Wichita State has the opportunity to come out and take a lead again. Pistol with Darrell in the back at running back there. Handoff to Darrell. He gets outside and makes a guy miss there as he comes in, and that's a gain of 5. Can't ask for much more there from your running back. McDougal in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He pitches it out to Lutman, who's taking it outside. Valentine's there. However, tries to cut it back in. 10 rushes for 72 yards for Lutman as he is only able to gain 2 on the play. Valentine was able to force Lutman back in to the defenders and make that a minimal gain for Wichita State as Coach Caleb trying to figure out what to do to convert this 3rd down here. Shotgun, Lutman in the backfield. Takes the snap and is going to immediately get sacked. I don't think that guy was touched. That's Joshua Townsend. Townsend, Coach Caleb, not Towson. As Wichita State has to punt. Ahmed punts it. Walter back to return. and is able to get a minimal gain there as well. Not seeing a whole lot of special teams play from the punt return teams. Montana electing to go back to the split formation with Fry and Hale. Motion from the receiver there. Fox takes the snap, hands off to Hale, has a lane. He spins twice. My goodness. Gain of 9. And that's going to be 2nd and 1 from the 46-yard line for the Grizzlies. Fox takes the snap, looking to pass. He passes it to Fry, who bobbles it and drops it. 3rd and 1. Coach Caleb is thrilled with that outcome. Shotgun formation with Hale as the guy. As Fox takes it, QB designed run, and they lose a yard on it. 4th and 2. Will Coach Wad and the Grizzlies go for this? They are kind of in no man's land. Could attempt to pin Coach Caleb and Wichita State deep, or go for this short first down here, and it looks like they're electing to go for it here as we see the first 4th down attempt of the game. Shotgun formation, Fox and Fry in the backfield. Fox takes the snap, handoff to Fry, and he's met by the defender there. The linebacker sniffed that one out. I don't think there was even a gain, as Wichita State will take over on downs in opponent territory. I formation for Wichita State is going to be a handoff to Lutman. He tries to bounce it out. He gets some space, but is not able to do anything with it. No gain on the play, as the tight end was being driven back there, and Lutman had to go around him. Shotgun formation, Darrell back in the backfield. McDougal takes the snap, is going to pass it there to McKenna, and he's going to be close to a first down, but dropped just short. 3rd and 1. Nice little zig route for McKenna there. I formation for Wichita State. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lutman, who tries to bounce outside. He fumbles the ball, and it's picked back up by the offensive lineman. That's the 2nd fumble for Wichita State that the offensive line has been able to get back and get on to avoid the turnover. However, the booth is going to review this one. Was he down? Who knows if it was a fumble or not, I guess. As Wichita State is going to go for it here, being at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation, McDougal and Lutman. Lutman just had that fumble that could have cost them quite a bit. Takes the snap as McDougal looking to pass. Oh, he's wide open now, and that's going to be McKenna with the first down there. Coach Caleb relieved that McKenna's able to get some separation there and get the first down. I formation for the Shockers here. McDougal under center. Gonna hand off to Lutman, who is going to look outside, come back in. And that's going to be a gain of 7 for Lutman, as he, again, is just a machine for the Shockers here. 78 yards and a touchdown for him so far. Relied heavily on him last week to attempt the comeback against UTA. As McDougal is in the shotgun with Darrell. Going to be passed to the flat for Darrell. I think that was supposed to be a screen. But looks like we're going to take another injury timeout for the center for Wichita State there. Shotgun, Darrell remaining in the game. McDougal takes the pass. Is going to pass down to Darrell, and Darrell's going to come down with it. Touchdown on the wheel route. Coach Caleb is excited, relieved, all at once. Trying to read him is kind of hard, but McDougal is able to come down with that contested. as Wichita State is going to kick the extra point and take a 7-point lead here. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Don't expect a return from Coach Wad and the Grizzlies here, as that is fair caught in the end zone. Starting at the 25-yard line, Wichita State leads Montana 21-14. Fox takes the snap, is going to pass to a wide-open Page, who comes down with the... Oh, no, he drops it! Oh, can only imagine Coach Wad there. Looked like he completed it. It was wide open space, but the safety's able to get that hit and make him drop it while they're going to the ground. Unfortunate for the Grizzlies. Shotgun again. That's going to be Fry at the running back. Fox is back to pass. He's going to throw it to Fry, but he's going to overthrow it. Picked by Wren, who's going to return it down to the 25-yard line. As that's a huge no-no when you're trying to come back there. Can't be throwing interceptions and immediately giving the opposing team the ball in the red zone, as Coach Caleb and company could be looking to close the books on this game. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. McDougal under center. Handoff to Lutman, who's going to make his way, just drive his feet up the middle for a gain of 5. Down to the 20-yard line. McDougal back under center. 3 seconds left in the third quarter. And they're going to go ahead and take it to the fourth quarter. Wichita State currently with a 7-point lead. However, they are within striking distance to go up by 2 scores here, which shouldn't mean very much between these two teams. I won't name names, but a lot of 21-point leads blown against these two is what I'll say. However, Coach Caleb and Wichita State, McDougal under center, is going to be a handoff to Lutman as he drives his feet and is going to gain only a yard there. I thought it was a little bit more than that. However, 3rd and 4 from the 18-yard line. We have seen the kicker for Wichita State miss a very close field goal from similar distance earlier in the game. McDougal in shotgun formation is going to pass it to the flat. That's McKenna. He's able to gain the first down to the 12-yard line. 7-yard gain there. Empty backfield for McDougal this time. Motion, and he's going to pass it to the flat. Wide open is Darrell, and that's going to be a second receiving touchdown of the game, as Wichita State goes up 13-14 pending the extra point here. Extra point is up and good. Coach Wad and Montana will have to look to circle the wagons here. See what they can come out and do to make this a one-score game. The defense is going to have to come out and get a stop or an onside kick or something, but don't put anything past these two coaches. A lot of history between them and a lot of comebacks. And shotgun, Fox receives the snap. He throws it to the flat to Hale, who's going to go out of bounds. I think momentum carried him there a little bit. Shotgun, Fox takes the snap, is going to pass it deep, and that's going to be broken up there. Thought maybe it was going to be a completion, but is hit pretty hard and drops the ball to catch himself there. 3rd and 13 for this Montana offense. Split formation again. Fox takes the snap, is going to pass it to Hale on a screen, and that's going to go nowhere. It's going to lose 3. 4th and 16. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Wad chooses to do here, if he thinks it's desperation time or if it's has the opportunity to get the ball back, which he doesn't feel he does. He's going to go for it 4th and 16 here. Fox takes the snap. Looking for a break in the defense as the receiver doesn't even go for that ball. And it's a turnover on downs at the 19-yard line. Wichita State looking to extend the lead here on this very first battle on the plains, the rivalry between Montana and Wichita State. McDougal hands off to Lutman, who gets bounced inside. Gain of 5 on the play, down to the 14-yard line. Lutman closing in on 100 yards rushing. Handoff to Lutman, and that's going to go nowhere. Defense was ready on that. Chase Freeman, rather, able to get the tackle for a loss. 3rd and 9. Loss of 4 on the play for Wichita State. McDougal in the backfield. Hands off to Darrell, who has some space. Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 4th and 5. Will we see Coach Caleb trust his kicker again with a 31-yard field goal? 7 yards closer than last time when he missed it. And that is going to be up and in as Coach Caleb adds 3 to his lead here. Takes a minute and 14 seconds off. 4 minutes, 38 seconds. Wichita State up 31-14 in the battle on the plains. The Grizzlies come out in shotgun with Hale in the backfield. Fox back to pass. Is going to roll out to the right. Pass it, and that's going to be almost picked off by the defender. Don't know what Fox saw there. Split formation. Motion from Hale. Fox is going to hand it off to Sloan, who's going to have some space on the outside. He cuts back in. That's going to be a gain of 14-15 on the play for Montana, which has seen their first signs of life on offense here. Huge carry by Sloan, I think that was. Fox is going to pitch it out to Hale, who's going to have no room. Tries to break inside. Loss of 2 on the play on the option. Split formation again. Fox is going to take the snap, looking to pass. Fox going to roll out to the left, and he's going to throw it to Hale, and that's going to be dropped by Hale as he's coming to the ground. Coach Caleb can barely contain himself. Split formation. 3rd and 12 for Montana. Motion from Hale. Fox takes the snap. Is going to throw the ball downfield. That's to Peterson, and he's going to get out of bounds. That's a first down. Fox, 14 for 25, 207 yards and a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns. Fox takes the snap. Corner route to Peterson doesn't put his arms out. Possibly could have been completed. We'll never know, though. Defended pretty well by Wichita State. Montana sticking with the split formation. Fox looking to pass. Is going to throw it, and that's going to be picked off by Wren. Again, I think that's his 2nd pick of the game. Coach Caleb looking confused on that. Handoff to Darrell, bounces inside. That's going to be a gain of 6 on the play, as I expect Wichita State to just run clock here. As that's exactly what they'll do. Lutman back at running back now. Handoff to Lutman, and he's going to get a first down and more. Gain of... I want to say that was 6 or 7 as well for Lutman, but that's going to bring up a first down as Montana burns their first time out. High formation, McDougal under center. Handoff to Lutman. He's going to bounce outside, cut back inside, and he's going to get tackled after a gain of what looked like to be 11 there. Another timeout for Montana. McDougal under center again. Handoff to Lutman, who just went over the century mark. However, a loss of 2 there brings him down to 107 on 20 attempts. Timeout Montana. Might be too little too late. McDougal back under center. Handoff to Lutman, who's going to get caught by the defensive tackle there. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 9 for the Shockers and Coach Caleb. However, I anticipate the 2-minute warning happening first. Shotgun for McDougal here. Darrell back in the game at running back. Going to be a handoff to Darrell. He's going to get some blocks, and he's going to be dropped short. 4th and 2 for Wichita State. Ahmed back to punt. As we'll see Coach Caleb and Wichita State count it down here. Try to waste as much clock as possible. Would not put it past Coach Caleb to fake this punt, though, for the first down. It is a fake. He's going to throw it downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Injury timeout for Montana. Fox under center here. Going to be a toss out to Townsend, who's going to just immediately run out of bounds for a loss of 4. Coach Caleb, his reaction to that play, I think, embodies everyone's reaction to that play. Split formation for Montana. Fox back to pass. Down to Foreman, and that's going to be broken up by Wichita State. Play action, Fox is going to get tackled by the defensive tackle there. Fox is now hurt, though. 53 seconds for Montana here. Will they continue to go for it, or will they just punt here? Who knows? If I know anything about Coach Wad, he'll try to get... Oh, actually, I'm surprised he's going to punt. Coach Wad is a reps person, so was expecting him to get some reps in for leading up to the next couple games. However, York, it's a fake punt as he sends it downfield. There's absolutely no way that just happened. First down. The punter passes for a first down. Oh my goodness. Matthew York, 1 for 1 for 24 yards. As Montana will come back out, 41 seconds left. And this is Blorp going to send the ball downfield to Peterson, and that is broken up by the defender. Questionable if it was broken up by the defender or not. 31 seconds left here for Montana. Playing for pride now. Split formation. Blorp in the backfield at quarterback is going to fake the handoff, roll out to the left. He's got nothing but space. He throws the ball downfield past the line of scrimmage. As just about anything that could go wrong is going wrong here for Montana. 3rd and 10 with 24 seconds left. Maybe we'll see another fake punt completion for a first down. Who knows? Fry in the backfield with Blorp. Blorp back to pass. Is going to get hit by the defensive tackle. Where have we seen this before? 4th and 23. Will it be another 24-yard completion? Tommy Blorp back to pass. Is going to launch it downfield. And that is going to be triple zeros there. Game is over. Wichita State coming away with a 31-14 victory as they make all the second half adjustments they need. Congratulations to Coach Caleb on winning the very first Battle on the Plains rivalry with Montana and Coach Wad. For everyone else, like, subscribe, join the Discord. We'll be back with more games later this week, and we appreciate you guys coming and showing your support. You guys have a good one. Thanks.